All right, Taurus, welcome to your weekly horoscope for March 8th through the 14th. My name is Athen. All right, so we have a very powerful week. This week, we start the Uranus-Pluto Square energy where these two planets go exact. Starting this week, but it's going to be an unfoldment over the middle part of March, making March a very powerful month. But here we go. This is it. Mars goes over Uranus, activating it, and then it goes exact here about midweek, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday time period. But the week starts off on Sunday when we have Mercury going into Aquarius, which is your 10th house. I think there has been some new beginnings with your career, work, or anything you're doing on a public level, which is really good. And so now that Mercury's going in there, I think starting this week, you're going to start to perhaps think more about work, and it'll be a good idea for you to put energy into that. Mercury is the interchange, the exchange that we have. And if we work with the energies of, in this sense, Aquarius or your 10th house with work and career, you'll see opportunities. That's where the exchanges are. So put energy into the work. I know you guys already have, and just continue to move forward with that. And I think using your mind, thinking more about it, perhaps reflecting on it a little bit would be a good utilization this week. Now, also on Sunday, the sun goes over Chiron in that 10th house. So you guys are healing or doing some healing with the career or the public stuff that you're involved with. So I think Sunday, anything that you might be doing in that sector or might want to express yourself about in regards to that 10th house would be quite healing and revitalizing for you when the sun goes over Chiron. It's a minor, I mean, it's mostly Saturday night leading into Sunday, but Sunday would be a good time as well. Now, Monday and Tuesday, we've got Mars trining up to Jupiter, which is a great energy actually leading into the more catalytic stuff a little bit later. So Monday and Tuesday is about opportunities for all of us, and it has to do with opportunities for you with perhaps the income you're getting from your work or the satisfaction you're deriving from your work with that 11th house where Mars, Venus, and Uranus have all been. Your contribution, giving back, maybe you've been active with friends or the community in some way too. So whatever it is, there's opportunities there this week, specifically around Monday and Tuesday. And it's coming from this stuff that maybe you've been doing with your communication, learning, teaching, sharing, anything in this sort of immediate environment of your learning or sharing, or sales or interacting and these types of things with the 3rd house. So whatever that is, continue to expand. It's a reflective time. Jupiter is retrograde in regards to that, but this is the second to last aspect of this, so I think you'll feel it this week in particular. Now, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday period, we have Mars going over Uranus. So there is some wanting change. I think all of us are ready for some change. We're excited, or at least could be, or maybe at the very least feeling quite antsy about, we're ready to move forward and make changes here. And again, it involves that 11th house. So anything involving, again, the satisfaction, what you receive from your work, groups, friends, community stuff. And with Mars there, it's an action energy. It's really activating it. So use it constructively. We want to use this Mars energy constructively because Uranus sometimes is quite catalytic, and all of a sudden we want to make some sudden changes. But if you take it nice and slow, nice and grounded, it'll be a great utilization of it. And a lot of it has to do with stepping into your power, which is what Pluto and Uranus has been about. And the Pluto side of it is about your 8th house. So you guys are changing deeply within you and your whole perspective on life in many ways, the deep, meaningful elements of life, what you really truly value deep down inside, have been going through changes for over the past 3 years, and this week in particular with that Pluto energy. So it's an integration. Integrate with it, continue to change, allow that change, and step into the power of wanting to make change. And then you'll be utilizing that Mars energy, I feel, in a much more constructive way. Versus if we were resisting it, then maybe some energy might get bottled up. But we want to use it. There's a lot of Mars energy this week. And it's particularly involving your 11th house and your 8th house. So the deeper stuff, the true meaningful side of life, any bonds, any type of connections that you have, materially with others, like shared resources. That's the 8th house, or the 11th house, again, of the things you are deriving from your work or your groups, friends, and contribution. So that's the major energy midweek. And on Thursday, we have your ruler going into Aries, which is your 12th house. So this is an opportunity for you guys to slowly start to maybe get some R&R, enjoy the R&R, rest and relaxation, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and into next week as well. With Venus there, you can enjoy that. There's opportunities there when you are just going with the flow and enjoying life in that sensual sort of way. So a nice shift of energy there. But it is an Aries, so I think a lot of this, what's happening and shifting in this week with the whole Uranus-Pluto square energy, is we're uncovering more about ourselves unconsciously, behind the scenes with it in Pisces. So I think you're going to be much more active to maybe get more involved spiritually or do some more spiritual things, and that would be a good energy for you to utilize with that Venus transit. Now on Saturday, the Sun goes into that 11th house, into Pisces, so there's a shift here for the next 30 days in regards to you seeing and now illuminating and some new beginnings taking place with that 11th house, and also understanding more about yourself on that deep level too with the Pisces energy for all of us really. But it's understanding more about you know, some old things too regarding the 11th house, maybe the groups or friends or anything like that, or the satisfaction you derive from your work. So whatever it is, it's a good illumination there, and there will be some new beginnings once we have the new moon coming up the following week. So it's a time to express yourself there, enjoy the 11th house, perhaps get involved with some groups or friends, or start to you know, put energy into your work in terms of what do you truly value in your work, what is the real satisfaction and the contribution, which is of course giving through your work. All right, Taurus, have a fantastic week. Thank you again for all of your support. If you'd like a personal reading, please get in touch, and I'll talk to you next week. Take care.